Welcome, my name is Thomas Ledford and I'm here to share in this video myTAXprepoffice software. That's another software I use because, like I said, I work with different individuals who have their own tax firm or looking to start their own tax business, so I train them to do that as well. And for people who already got their own tax business, I give them the support and mentorship they need during the tax season to help them run smoothly during that time. And so I'm going to introduce you to myTAXprepoffice by showing you the three different tiers of software programs you can buy. They got the Individual Pro, which is for 1040 series users only, where you can do free unlimited e-filing, all federal and state returns, integrated bank products, a new client portal, single user account only, 5 gigabytes of storage, and you can even hook up a signature pad app if you got clients that's going to sit there the way they can sign their signature pages electronically. The second package is Essentials, considered the most popular, where you, for $7.95, you can do unlimited tax preparation, free unlimited e-filing, federal, state, all states, individual and business and specialty modules, partnerships, S corps, corporations, estates, non-for-profits, integrated bank products, new client portal, 2 user accounts, 10 gigabytes of storage. You can also add a signature pad to the software where clients who sit here can sign their signature pages electronically. And then the third level is unlimited plan, where you have unlimited tax preparation, free e-filing in all states, individual and business, specialty returns, multi-office management, unlimited user account. So that's the biggest difference, is where if you work with multiple offices and say you have 3 or 4 different locations, then you definitely probably come out cheaper just going for the unlimited plan, because it's going to allow you to add multiple offices to the account. It's going to allow you to add unlimited users to the account and unlimited storage, and you can also add a signature pad so people can sign off on their signature pages who happen to come in and get their taxes done. So those are the 3 different plans you can do: Individual Pro, Essential Plan, and Unlimited. And so what I'm about to do is go inside the software and show you how it works. And so I'm finna click on this tab here, log into my account. Sometimes they send you through some security measures, which is a good thing. So find these palm trees and hit verify. And now I'm inside my account. And so inside the account, on the left hand side, you have a dashboard and different options. And then you have the main face all under one sign in. And so what I'll do is I'll go over here, click return, click new, and then it brings up this page where I put in the social. So make up a social and a name, telephone number, and then I hit continue. And so now wait for the page to load, and it's coming in, it's starting to load. And so we here. So the thing about this software, because I used it a few years back, and so I was familiar with it when one of my clients decided to use it. And so with this particular software, they have 2 modes. Right now we're in form mode, and then we're finna go to interview mode by clicking on the interview button. See, interview mode has a step-by-step process it's going to take you through. That's the difference between form mode and interview mode. Form mode means you know what forms you want, you know where to go get them from, you know how to fill them out, and you're going about your business. Interview mode is mainly for people who not familiar with the software, as well as people who not well versed in preparing a return to the point where they know exactly what forms they need to fill out. You know what I'm saying? So that's a combination of what form mode is about. It mainly deals with people who A, you're new to the software, you don't know how to really work it yet, and B, form mode is for people who got skills and knowledge and well versed in what forms they know up front that they need to be filling out, and they know how to go get them, fill them out, and get a result. Interview mode, which is the mode we're in now, is a step-by-step process where it's going to ask you some personal information, ask you about dependents, ask you about daycare, income and deductions, EIC, filing information, states, invoice, consent, and e-file. So that's a much simpler way to get the tax return done under interview mode. Only downside to the interview mode using the software is you don't have access to all the income. So the only income that you have access to in interview mode is here: W-2s, interest income, dividend income, and unemployment. Those are the 4 different incomes that interview mode give you access to by asking you those questions. Anything outside of this income, you have to go on form mode to go get it. So if you had, say for instance, you're doing a self-employed return, so you go back here at the bottom and click on form mode. It's going to take us out of form mode. It's going to take us out of interview mode back to form mode. So we're in form mode. Right here where it say add form, we click on that, and you can, and it gives you some forms that you can look at. So you can scroll down to what form you're trying to find, or you can simply type in what you're looking for. So if I want to go to, I want to schedule C, I'm going to type in the schedule C. But sometimes typing in schedule C doesn't always get the results you're looking for. So you might simply just come out of search mode. And so for me, the forms I'm looking for, I just scroll down the list. That's the simplest way to do it. I scroll down the list. And now we start to get to the schedules. Now schedule C is right here. Here's the schedule C. Boom, click on schedule C. And as the page is loading, this has loaded, and now what you want to do, it asks you, this particular app software is formatted and fronted differently. All software works that way. They all got their own format and their own way they're asking you to do questions, so they're going to be different for each software you use. So with this particular one, it says principal, business, or profession, and so it allows you to go to this box, and here, say for instance, we're looking for, say you got a barber as a client for self-employment. Going through this list can be confusing on how to find that. And so that's one of the things when you're using software that's you're new to, you got to learn how this software works as relates to self-employment and finding the type of individual business code you need for that. And so if I go to the next tab, it gives you some more options. And so what I'll do is I'll scroll through this list and see if I can find what I'm looking for when it relates to barbers, and the code that's associated with that starts in the 800s. And so I want to scroll through until I get to the 800s, because that's where barbers and salons and stuff fall under. And so I keep going until I get to barber, and I keep on going. There we go. Barbershops right under it. There's beauty salons and nail salons. They're all in that list together. So boom. That's what it is under personal laundry. Is under personal service industry. Barbers. That's the code for that. Now, if the self-employed individual has a doing business name, you type it there. If they're not using one, then you leave it blank. If they're working from home, you leave it blank. If they got a commercial location they're working from, or another location other than their home, then you put that address in there. If they have an EIN number that they got set up that's directly tied to them and their business, then it go in this box. If you don't worry about it. And then the address and all of that. The thing about this is, if once you fill out the personal information page, this stuff here you don't have to touch unless you're changing it to something different. And then right here, when it's accounting method, most cash-based businesses use cash method. I'm a tax prep, and I've been using a cure method for years. And the big difference between a cure method versus cash method is, when it comes to money in, money out, I can count money that I've generated based on sitting here doing a tax return. I can put that in the books. A person who doing a cash-based method can only put the money in the books when they receive the money in their hand. And so that's the biggest difference between cash versus accrual. When it comes to expenses, the same concept. Once I incur expense inside my business, I can put that on the books. For a person doing cash-based method, the only way they can put it on their books is once they actually paid the bill. And so that's the hell of a difference between cash versus accrual. So I always went with a cure method for years because I kind of like that concept, and so that's what I stuck with, and that's what I still use today for my business when I do my tax returns. And so, for the barber, we're going cash base. As did you truly participate in the operation of the business? That got to be yes. If you're a self-employed individual, meaning you're the one-man show, you got to be yes to that question. It says if you started or acquired the business in 2019, click here. Meaning if you just got started, you click there. If you've been in business for more than a year, then you don't. It says, did you make any payments in 2019 that would require you to file Form 299? For the most part, the only way a barber going to acquire any 299 payments, and that's if he did business to business. And that's the most common way we generate 1099s for other people, is when we're doing business to business. So if a barber happen to make payments to another business for whatever it is, then he would normally pay them, give them a 1099 at the end of the tax season for the money paid out for whatever the services the other business provided for them. And so this is going to be a short video. It's longer than I expected to go. I just want to give you an overview of the myTAXprepoffice that I also use. Like I say, right now we're in form mode, and it gives you access to all the different forms and the information you're going to need to gather. Interview mode doesn't. That's the significant difference between interview mode versus form mode. Is form mode means you basically know what you're doing, you know where you're going, you know what you got to do to find it. Interview mode is a shorter version where it allows you to go step by step through the prompts, or asking you a series of questions, which will be helpful when you're new. So when you first start with this software, you go in interview mode, where you're going to put your personal information in. You're going to do dependents if you got it. If you got daycare, you're going to put that in. All these tabs you're going to fill out that apply to you and your situation for your client. That's the difference between interview mode versus form mode. And so if you're interested in checking out the software, the company gives a demo presentation that you can use to check it out for yourself. You know, my concept is you want to use software that's A, affordable to your budget, and B, user-friendly. Now, if I had to choose between software and price point, mine's going to be based on the user-friendliness of it. So if I got this software here, is much cheaper than Drake software at its highest point with tax, run us about $1,700. This software is $795, and I'm not sure if taxes was added to that or not because I didn't make the purchase. But the bottom line is that's a good $1,000 differential, and you still get all the access to all the different type of returns that you can do. You know what I'm saying? Versus Drake versus myTAXprepoffice. What you want to do is check out both. You want a demo of Drake's, you want a demo of myTAXprepoffice, and you want to ask yourself which one is the most user-friendly that you can use that ain't going to frustrate you or motivate you to be able to do returns in and day out, and not be concerned about so much the price point. Now, you're in a situation where you're on a budget and say all you got is $1,000, and you got to choose between Drake and this. Yeah, Drake has a pay-as-you-go option, but you always pay more money with the pay-as-you-go option. So if you only have $1,000 in your budget for software, I would say get a demo of Drake, get a demo of myTAXprepoffice, see which one out of the two is the most user-friendly for you, and at the same time, considering your budget, giving myTAXprepoffice a shot, where you got unlimited e-filing for federal, state. You get the essential version where you can do 1040 series returns as well as business returns, partnerships, corporation, S corps, all those different things. Is if you have that type of clientele, then you definitely want to have that type of software. Right now, I work with clients who don't have that type of clientele, but the point is, we're already positioned, so when it's time to get that type of clientele through the door, we don't have to go find no other software, because the software we're using covers all the types of tax return situations we're going to run into that we're going out there to get. And so that's the difference when it comes to buying a software that's going to be ready for you when it's time to expand. You already got the software that's there, that's ready for you to expand. It's ready for you to get those different type of tax returns inside your business, and you don't have to go out there looking for another software to handle partnerships and handle S corps and handle corporations and handle estates and handle non-for-profits. It's all under one roof. So when you look at the big picture and we're looking to expand. You know what I'm saying? So we know we're gonna go out here and we targeting right now self-employed individuals who fall under Schedule C's and partnerships and corporations and S corps. And so we know over time we're going to get those different type of returns as clients through the door. And when that happens, we got the software that's going to accommodate us. And that's what you want to have. Software that's going to be able to take you to the next level as far as you growing and expanding your business and your clientele without having to go out here and look for another software or buy additional software to accommodate you because you started out with the 1040 series only software. You know what I'm saying? So that's the big picture when it comes to that. So I'm about to shut down this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so every time I upload a video, go live, you'll be notified. And if you want to see more of the myTAXprepoffice tutorials on how to actually fill out real returns using the software in form mode as well as interview mode, leave me a comment in the comment section, and I'll definitely make that happen. And I'll catch you in my next video.